What is the far-reaching impact of Israel's political reform on the investment plans of major companies?
Yeah, I think this is very, very interesting because essentially a lot of the companies, the big important companies in Israel, are now saying, hey, we're happy to invest here as long as you maintain the democracy and the current political system. If you change it, we will go away. And the thing is, I think that the changes that may be coming to Israel, they will mainly perhaps please other parts of Israel, maybe the more religious part of Israel, but that's also a part that does not contribute so much to the economy. And so I think it will be very difficult for Israel from an economical point of view if the changes actually go through. Because Israel is, a big tech economy. And if they lose their tech companies, they could go somewhere else. Then what will Israel do? Like, how will they sustain their people and their economy? So it's not just about the politics, it's also very much about the economy. And this could indeed endanger their economy, I think. So I think it will affect Israel's credit rating, which could, increase the interest in Israel, meaning that, common Israeli people would have less money essentially because their mortgages become more expensive. And so it would be a bad situation for the people of Israel. Like, how will they deal with this new financial reality? And actually, a lot of people in Israel have dual citizenship. I think 10% of the population have dual citizenship. So it's also easy for them to relocate. And then what will be left?
If the Israeli judiciary is no longer fair, what impact would it have on technology companies?
So this is also very interesting because obviously there are a lot of Israeli companies that have global presence or operate in other markets, such as the European markets. But if, let's say, an Israeli company operates in Europe and then Israel is no longer adequate because of the reforms, what will happen? Well, first of all, they won't necessarily be able to send HR data to Israel. They won't be able to send customer data to Israel. And then the question is, then why should they stay in Israel? Because it will become very difficult for a company, an Israeli company, to operate in other markets if they can actually exchange their data. And I think, it will maybe give other countries a benefit because then suddenly Israeli companies will maybe struggle a bit more and need to spend a lot of money on compliance, maybe relocate, whereas other companies may not have that issue, so it affects kind of the competition situation as well. And then, one thing is just, normal Israeli companies offering products or goods. You actually also have a lot of Israeli companies that are working on personal data, like their product is doing something with personal data. And for them, it will be even more difficult because they will then need to, maybe move their service to a different place, maybe to Europe, maybe somewhere else. Because actually, if you're in a not adequate country, there are so many things you need to do in order to make a transfer of personal data lawful.